Money management skill is crucial for your well-being in life. The reason is because your ability to manage resources, financial resources, and your ability to invest and be able to multiply wealth can help you to have financial stability. Because there are some things that people do unknowingly that actually is taking them towards a life of penury and a life of poverty and a life of lack. And most times they do those things innocently, not knowing that they are putting themselves into lack the more and the more. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 10 money habits that make you poor and how you can break free from them. 10 money habits that make you poor and how you can break free from them. The first money habit that make people poor is living beyond your means. No matter how much you earn, if what you spend in a month is higher than whatever amount you make as income, or rather if your expenses at any point in time is higher than your income, there is no way you can gain financial freedom. You see, there's this pressure. People are pressured most times in order to keep up with a particular lifestyle, or in order to please people, or to maintain a life that shows wealth, or they're about buying luxurious things, keeping up with neighbors, keeping up with relatives, keeping up with colleagues. In doing that, you are putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. So if you want to, the first step towards becoming wealthy, or the first step towards acquiring financial freedom, is to ensure that your income at every point in time is higher than your expenses. So one bad habit that most people do, that or rather exhibit, that keep them in poverty is living beyond their means. Do not live beyond your means. So one way many people live beyond their means is trying to take loans. You are taking loan to fund something that you don't actually have. Consumer loans. Loan in itself is not bad. If you are taking loan in order to invest or to do business that will yield more income, nothing's wrong with that. But when you take loan, when you are taking loan in order to buy a car, you are taking loan in order to buy clothing, you are taking loan in order to fund a vacation, you are taking loan in order to fund other consumer based things. Those things will actually put you in poverty because you are living beyond your means. So how do you fix this behavior? You fix this behavior by prioritizing your needs above your wants. Most times people do not differentiate between their needs and their wants. Needs are those things that are important: your shelter, your food, your clothing. Those are needs, things that you just have to meet. But when other things that are outside of these, most times are wants. All right, buying a very luxurious vehicle, buying a luxurious phone, going on expensive vacations, or living in a very expensive house where we can whereby your income can help you to get a lower amount of cost of housing. So you need to first of all also have a budget. You need to also have a budget. First thing is to prioritize your needs above your wants. Second thing is to have a budget and keep to a budget, a monthly budget. A budget is an outline of the important things, things that you need to spend in accordance to your income. So when you follow a budget, it keeps you in check in order so that you will not live above your means. So doing this will help you to overcome this first pitfall of this first bad behavior that lead people into poverty. The second money habit that keep people poor is failure to invest. Failure to invest. Now you earn an income, or you have a business that you are doing, or you have a job that pays you salary or a wage. Now what most people do is they live paycheck to paycheck. What does that mean? They earn their salary in a month, most likely ending of the month, and what do? Before even the next paycheck, the payday, they have exhausted, they've expended every amount that they were paid. This will only lead you to poverty, because if there's a job loss, or maybe you have a business, or maybe that something happens to that business, you would be back to the street, or you would be stranded. So failure to invest is not good. So you need to, in order to overcome this bad habit or this bad money habit, first thing you need to do is to build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is keeping like 3 to 6 months off of your living expenses, 3 to 6 months of your living expenses in a safety net. All right, in a safety net. And when you have done that, every other money that you make, as after you have deducted your expense for the month, should be invested. There are several investment vehicles like mutual funds, like stocks, like real estate. There are even other forms of business that you can put in more that does not require your attention. All right. So you need to be able to invest. When you don't invest, you are putting yourself in risk. Number two, you are denying yourself of the potential benefits that that money could actually bring to you, the accrued benefits of increase of the money, or rather the increase of the money, the returns that money would have given to you over time. When you do not invest, you are starving yourself, you are depriving yourself of the potential to grow wealth. All right, so this is the second money habits that make people poor. Failure to invest, living paycheck to paycheck, or expending everything that you earn. This will keep you grounded. This will keep you at this level you are. And should anything happen to your source of income, you would have a lot of issue. That would be a very big risk. So you need to start now to invest, no matter how small it is. Start now to keep some money aside for investment, because that would be what can save you in the rainy day. The third money habit that make people poor is impulsive spending. This one, almost everybody is guilty of it, except you have exercised discipline, mastery over time. So what is impulsive spending? Impulsive spending is the habit of making unplanned purchases. When you just buy things because of your emotions, things that you didn't actually plan for, due to how you feel or the kind of advertisement that was done regarding that thing, or that product, you just buy without actually thinking. And most times this leads to remorse buying. Retail shops and modern day retail shops, most of them, they have tactics that they use to lure most of us, or most consumers, to buy things impulsively. And what do? Most times they use what is called limited time offer, in the sense that if you don't buy, when you buy so and so thing at this particular point in time, you're going to have a reduced price, discount offers, and all that. All right. So, or targeted advertisement. They use different ways to make you to buy things that you didn't actually plan for. If you do not do something about it, if you are always buying things impulsively due to your emotions, you just saw things as you're walking on the road and you just buy it. I don't mean buying things of very, very minute amount. I mean making purchases that are in thousands. All right. So that will eat deep into your pocket or into your budget. So this can actually lead to poverty. It can actually derail you from your budget. Impulsive spending can derail you from your budget and make you not to keep to your budget. And how can you overcome impulsive spending? You can overcome impulsive spending by using what is called cool off period. Before you make any purchase, you might want to give 24 hours. Should elapse so that you can have time to think about it. When you see something you want to buy, just implement what is called a cool off period of 24 hours or more. Some people, you might just say maybe 48 hours, depending on the amount of money that you want to use to buy that thing. Okay, the more the amount of money you want to use, the more the amount or the cost of that thing, the more the cool off period should be, so that you can have more time to reflect and to think about whether or not you actually need that thing or that product, so that you not actually be operating on emotion, so that you not actually have what is called remorse buying subsequently after buying it. So impulsive spending is something that you need to overcome if you want to create wealth, if you want to overcome poverty, and you want to be on the lane of wealth creation. The fourth money habit that make people poor is ignoring debt. All right, ignoring debt. And most times several people have found themselves in debt. Debt in this sense is not entirely bad if you are using it strategically. If you are using debt as a leverage, you're using debt in order to invest, or in order to buy products, to buy things that can help you to create more wealth, or to invest in businesses that can help you to create more wealth. Nothing is wrong with that. But most times I'm actually against consumer debt. Consumer debt, you are borrowing in order to buy what you're going to consume, what will not actually yield value mostly to you. All right. So if you have debt at the moment, It's not a death sentence, but what you need to do is not to ignore it. What mistakes most people do is to ignore those debts, and over time, especially if those debts are high interest debts, over time those debts will keep on generating more interest, and as after some time you discover that some people that are in debt end up paying even more than the initial capital that they even borrowed, because they have ignored this debt. They do not have a strategic plan in order to clear those debts. So if you want to create wealth, you must identify all your debts and make strategic plan to clearing them, to exonerating yourself from getting yourself free from the entanglement of debt. And how can you do that? You need to prioritize paying off your high interest rate debt first. Prioritize paying those debts that higher interest. All right, when you pay them every month, try and pay a percentage of your earnings to them, and then you can now meet all of your other of your needs later on. Subsequently, as time goes on, you can be able to clear all of your debt if you are focused and serious about it. You might also want to negotiate with your creditors. All right, you might want to negotiate with them if you can pay those more amount of those debt, if the interest rate can come down. Some creditors can oblige to give priority to your debt. After you have cleared your debt, that's when you can start thinking of saving or an investment. You need to get yourself loose first from debt. So ignoring debt is a bad money habit, and when you clear your debt, you can be now ready to invest and now ready to create more wealth. The fifth money habit that make people poor is not having a financial plan. All right, not having a financial plan. Several people do not know what they want to do with their funds, with their finances. They don't have short-term and long-term goals. Okay, that is why whatever they earn, they spend. Whatever they earn, they expend. They don't have savings, they don't have investments, they don't have goals of what to do, where they want to be in life in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or even 10 years, which is a long-term goal. So if you do not have such financial goals, you discover that you will not be able to motivate yourself. You will not be able to have a motivation for success. So, and wherever you find yourself, that is where you're going to be. You'll be stunted because you do not even know where you are going to in the first place. So you need to have a financial goal. Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years financially? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 10 years financially? Even though they may appear big, but you need to have that goal, and you need to know that block by block a house is built. All right, so how do you fix this? You need to start having a financial goal. Write down things that you want to achieve financially. It could be buying a home. All right, it could be investing in real estate. You could be having landed properties. You could be having your own business. You could be having several paper assets, several financial investments that can yield you monthly return without you doing anything. All right, so there are different financial goals that you need to have. You could be even getting yourself out of debt. It's a good financial goal, at least for a start, for those who are in debt. All right, so you need to divide your goals, your financial plan, into two: short term and long term. The short ones are those that can be achieved between maybe 1 to 2 or 3 years. Those are short term financial goals. Then the long term financial goals are those that can be achieved within the next 5 to 10 years. So you need to have both goals. And what you do when you have those goals, you need to now review those goals periodically so they can know what you are doing, how you are faring in those goals, and what's more effort you need to put in place, or if there are adjustments you need to make in order to achieve those goals. So not having a financial goal is a money pitfall, is a bad money habit that can keep you poor and prevent you from becoming financially free and wealthy. The sixth money habit that make people poor is avoiding risk. Avoiding risk. Most people want to play it safe all the time. Risk, not everything in life has some element of risk, and if you want to avoid all risk, you will not make progress in life. All right, so but what is important is you need to take calculated risk. Most people don't want to take risks. Once you tell them about a business or about an investment, they will tell you 1,001 reasons why that business is going to fail. They tell you 1,001 reasons why such investment will crash. They tell you 1,001 reasons why that business will encounter roadblocks. No, you need to be able to take risk. Without risk, you will not see any meaningful success in life. Everything comes with a risk. Even life in itself is a risk. All right. moving from one place to another, traveling is a risk. So, but you need to be able to take risk, because without taking risk, if you keep avoiding risk, you are going to be poor in life. Start that business you want to start. All right, let's see how it goes. Even though you fail, you start again. When you fail, it's not, you do not actually lose entirely if you learn something from your failure. All right, once you fail, you learn how not to do that thing you have done, and you now devise and re-strategize. You go back to the drawing table and you strategize about a better way you're going to do that. So do not avoid risk. Stop avoiding risk, because that is one of the roadblocks that will hinder you, one of the bad money habits that keep you poor. All right, so stop avoiding risk. Seventh money habit that keep people poor is procrastination. Procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination is putting for tomorrow or for at a later date what you can do today. Buy that house, you've got the money, buy that house, you say no, let's do it tomorrow, and before tomorrow comes, maybe the house is no longer available. Buy that land, you've got the money to buy that land, but you are sluggish, you are slow in reaching a decision, you are thinking too much, you want to x-ray all the facts, you want to take your time, and before the time, you are too slow in making decisions. Wealthy people and financially stable people who are wealthy, who create wealth, are not slow in making this. They are fast in making this. That does not mean that they don't think. They think, but they make up their mind fast. There are some decisions, there are some investment opportunities that will come out, and if you don't grab it as soon as possible, you would lose out. That is not to say that you're not going to x-ray the facts, do your background check, do your due diligence. No, you're going to do your due diligence, but you need to do it fast. You need to learn to act fast and stop procrastinating, because procrastination is a thief of time. Procrastination is a thief of time. When you wait for all situations to be green, you will not be able to invest. To wait for the perfect situation, you're not going to invest. So stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating, because it's one of the things that can deprive you of wealth creation. Some decisions you need to, some investment opportunities you need to take, you need to take it fast. Some businesses you need to get into, you need to get it fast. You need to learn to make up your mind fast. And that can be one way you can create wealth. So if you want to stop, want to get out from poverty, you need to learn how to jettison procrastination. The eighth pitfall or roadblock to your financial independence or freedom, or eighth habit that can keep you poor, is failure to seek financial education. Failure to seek financial education. So if you do not have the financial education that you need, you make several financial mistakes. There are some financial mistakes that people are making these days. All right, investing in what you have not thought about, what you have not done your due diligence about, building on houses instead of buying lands. These are several financial decisions that people do not really understand how it works. So you need to learn, you need to start investing in financial knowledge. Investing in financial knowledge is very, very important. You need to start listening to, you need to start reading books about finances. Stop avoiding financial education. You need to learn, even though sometimes it might appear boring, but if you make some costly mistakes about your finances, it can take years to correct. All right, that is why you need to stick to this YouTube channel. If you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'll be bringing you a lot of financial information that can spur you to financial greatness and wealth creation that I've learned over the years. All right, so you need to be deliberate about your acquisition of financial knowledge. Some people are not deliberate about the acquisition of financial knowledge, and in doing this, you are putting yourself at risk, at financial risk. You are putting yourself at financial risk that can cause you a lot of mistakes that will take years to correct, and sometimes you may not be able to correct it. All right, so failure to go for financial education, or inability or reluctance to go for financial education, is one money habit that keep a lot of people poor, and I don't want it to keep you poor. That is why I'm telling you about this. The ninth money habit that keep people poor is saving without investing. What do I mean? Saving without investing. So it is good to save. It is good to save, but when you do not invest, then that money, you're going to lose that money to inflation. When you keep money in the bank, you are losing that money gradually over time to inflation. The cost of that money, the purchasing power of that money, the time value of that money, you are losing that money over time. It is one good thing to save. Yes, you have done better. When you save, you have done better than those that are just working and or earning or doing business and earning and spending everything. So you've done better by saving. But when you do not invest, you lose that money over time to inflation. All right. Most people put their money in the bank, save their money in the bank, and what happens after some time, after several years, that money has lost value. So when the solution to this is that once you earn an income, take that money and do what? Invest that money. You can invest in real estate, buying lands and properties. You can invest the money in a business, a good business that can yield more money. You can put that money in paper assets like mutual funds, stocks, bonds, treasury bills. Those things can help you. I don't just mean any kind of investments that are safe. Those things can help you. Those vehicles can help you to multiply your money and to reduce the effect of depreciation. The depreciation is constant. It must happen over time. If you do not put your money to use, if you do not put your money to a good use, if you just keep your money one place in the bank, that money will start losing value. So you need to invest. So failure to invest and saving money instead of investing can be one bad money habit that will keep you poor if you don't do something about it immediately. Last but not the least, the 10th money habit that keep people poor is failure to plan for retirement. Most people shy away from this topic, but if you have nothing, you cannot do anything about it. Everybody, you're going to get old over time. After some time, we all will age. It's a natural phenomenon. And when you grow old, your strength will reduce. All right, you will not be able to do the things you used to do. You may not be able to run around, do a lot of business and all that. So, but at such time, you will still need money to live, to maintain a normal life. So if you do not plan well now, you discover that most times you have to reduce your standard of living at retirement. Sometimes most people start becoming a burden to their relatives or to their children and all that at retirement. But if you have a good financial plan in your working years, or when you are stronger in your younger age, you discover that at retirement your retirement will be pleasant for you instead of brutal. So how do you plan for retirement? You plan for retirement by objectively saving towards retirement, investing towards retirement, and planning towards retirement. You need to sometimes estimate an amount of money that you may need at that point in time in order to keep your life going, even though you may not be working actively. So you need to start at your young age to prepare for retirement, save for retirement, invest for retirement. All right. So sometimes some employers have investment fund or plan or retirement plan for their workers, but sometimes such retirement plan savings might not be sufficient. So you might want to also, in addition to your employer funded retirement account like the 401k account, you might want to also as well have your own account or invest more, put in more money into your retirement account, or invest in things that during your retirement years you will not be stressed out, you will not be left at the mercy of people, you will not start asking for assistance because you have worked hard and you have set aside something for retirement that will take good care of you. All right. So in conclusion, I want to ask that you look at these 10 things I've mentioned. In what way are you, in which of these ways are you guilty? Almost everybody might be guilty of one or two or more of these money habits I've just mentioned. So what you need to do now is to think of ways you can set yourself loose from these money habits, so that over time you discover that you're putting yourself on a pedestal of financial freedom and wealth creation. If you can put into practice or look at these things I've just mentioned and start working on them, I bet you in no distant time you'll find a very significant change in your financial life. Now, if you want me to mentor you one-on-one, you want me to help you to give you more tips on how you can become financially free, kindly join our free WhatsApp channel. The link to the WhatsApp channel is in the description box of the video. Please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are yet to do so. Please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you found value from it, and also comment on the comment section to let me know if you derive value from this video and the other areas that you want me to explain or make more videos for you. All right, till I come your way next time with another useful content, do have a wonderful day ahead.